Greetings, fellow moviegoers, and welcome to Movie Central, the place to talk about movies, TV shows based on movies, toys based on movies, games based on movies, and rides based on movies. I'm your host, Mr. CCS, and this is my pet gorilla, George. Let's finish our journey through Middle-earth. After the success of The Two Towers, the back-to-back shot film series was concluded in 2003 with a huge battle and a long runtime. So, how was this film? It's time to find out. This is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Both groups of characters have their individual struggles in this film. Aragorn, Gandalf, Gimli, Boromir's brother, Merry, Pippin, and the people of Rohan, and Legolas too, are going through battling several waves of enemies, whilst Frodo, Sam, and Gollum have to destroy the ring. What follows is 4.5 hours of war scenes, CGI, and obviously great music. This will be a much different review because it's hard to explain everything in this film without making a 4-hour review in its own way. So, I'll just go through the scenarios, explain how the visuals are amazing, talk about the score, and of course the action. The characters. Well, both groups of characters have their own plot, which I already mentioned, but I prefer Frodo, Sam, and Gollum's arc. We open up with Gollum's terrifying backstory, and we see the pain Frodo goes through throughout the last 15 minutes of the movie. Even the middle part of the plot is even the most frightening I've seen in these long movies. This has to be the best plot following 3 main characters in a movie like this I have ever seen. The other plot is great too, but I prefer the other plot more, as in this other plot. Okay, for the visuals. These are great for 2003 standards. I love the big action scenes that are in this movie that are created from amazing CGI effects. These elephant things, that dragon, the ghosts, the eagles, and the creatures all look so great and so real at the same time. Weta Digital has a home run here. I love the music in this movie as well, as Howard Shore makes you almost tear up, specifically when it's near the very end, and the action is superb. I can't even explain how cool it is. Just look up the scenes on YouTube. Now, before I give you my final verdict, I just wanted to do this really quickly. This movie, in total, won a lot of Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and although I do consider this the weakest of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I still think it is a fantastic film on its own. So is this movie amazing? I already said it. Yes, it is. And I'm going to explain the importance of this. There's a reason why it is the perfect way to conclude a movie in a trilogy like this. This had a lot of effort put into it. From Peter Jackson, from Weta Digital, from many, many people, even the actors, the composer. This movie series was a gamble. It was huge. This and the original Star Wars trilogy make way for the greatest of all time trilogies, and I can't give this or the entire trilogy as well as the original Star Wars trilogy. I revisited The Return of the Jedi, even obliterating its problems, a 10 out of 10. Look, these are passion projects movies should be, even if they take a long time to make. This is what I should see in future movie series like this. Keep up the good work, Peter Jackson. Keep up the good work. Well, again, short review, but I'm very crunched for time, so there you go. Tune in next week when I review Captain Marvel. With that said, I'm Mr. CCS, this is Movie Central, and that, my friends, is a wrap. See you next week.